20 Memorable Quotes from Film Zodiac, 2007. Zodiac is a 2007 American thriller film directed by David Fincher, based on the true story of the Zodiac Killer, a serial killer who terrorized Northern California in the late 1960s and early 1970s. The film follows the obsessive pursuit of the killer by a San Francisco Chronicle cartoonist, Robert Graysmith, Jake Gyllenhaal, and two San Francisco police detectives, David Toschi, Mark Ruffalo, and Bill Armstrong, Anthony Edwards. The film is known for its meticulous attention to detail, its suspenseful atmosphere, and its exploration of the psychological toll that the pursuit of the killer takes on the characters. Gyllenhaal delivers a powerful performance as Graysmith, who becomes increasingly consumed by his obsession with the case. The film also features strong performances from Ruffalo and Edwards as the detectives who are struggling to solve the case. Zodiac is a gripping and thought-provoking film that offers a glimpse into the mind of a serial killer and the challenges faced by those trying to bring him to justice. Arthur Lee Allen. I am not the Zodiac. And if I was, I certainly wouldn't tell you. Robert Graysmith. Doesn't it bother you that people call you Shorty? Shorty. Doesn't it bother you that people call you retard? Robert Graysmith. Nobody calls me that. Shorty. Right. Robert Graysmith. Tell me about this painting party. Linda Del Buono. I told the cops about that so long ago. Darlene always had a lot of boys around, even though she was married. This one guy was weird though. He used to bring her presents from Tijuana. I don't know why she was friends with him. She once told me he'd killed somebody. Robert Graysmith. Really? Linda Del Buono. I think maybe when he was in the service. Robert Graysmith. Navy. Linda Del Buono. I think so. Robert Graysmith. Was he into movies? Was he a movie buff? Linda Del Buono. I can tell you that he was not into people. The party that Darlene threw, people were just supposed to show up, drink beer, help paint. But this guy showed up in a suit, and just sat in a chair all by himself all night long and didn't talk to anyone. And Darlene told me to stay away from him. She was scared of him. Couple weeks later she was dead. Robert Graysmith. I'm sorry. Do you remember his name? Linda Del Buono. It was short. Like a nickname, like Stan. Robert Graysmith. This is a case that's covered both Northern and Southern California with victims and suspects spread over hundreds of miles. Would you agree? Dave Toschi. Yeah. Robert Graysmith. Darlene Ferrin worked at the Vallejo House of Pancakes on the corner of Tennessee and Carroll. Arthur Lee Allen lived in his mother's basement on Fresno Street. Door to door, that is less than 50 yards. Dave Toschi. Is that true? Zodiac Killer. Letter. And quote. This is the Zodiac speaking. And quote. Robert Graysmith. And quote. I need to look him in the eye, and I need to know that it's him. And quote. Paul Avery. And quote. Do you know more people die in the East Bay commute every 3 months than that idiot ever killed? And quote. Inspector Bill Armstrong. And quote. No fingerprints, no bloodstains, no DNA. Nothing. And quote. David Toschi. And quote. Just because you can't prove it doesn't mean it isn't true. And quote. Paul Avery. And quote. This is the Zodiac speaking. He wants his name in the paper. And quote. Robert Graysmith. And quote. How do we know this guy isn't even in the phone book? And quote. David Toski, unquote. This is the Zodiac's game. He's going to keep playing, whether we catch him or not. Unquote. Arthur Lee Allen, unquote. I'm not the Zodiac, and if I was, I certainly wouldn't tell you. Unquote. Zodiac killer, letter, unquote. I like killing people because it's so much fun. Unquote. Robert Graysmith, unquote. It's important, not just for me, but for the people who died. Unquote. Paul Avery, unquote. Jesus Christ, that's my birthday. Unquote. David Toski, unquote. The Zodiac is counting on people not caring. Unquote. Robert Graysmith, unquote. I've been thinking, maybe you have to look for him. Unquote. David Toski, unquote. This case is messing with my head. Robert Graysmith, unquote. I'm not a detective. I'm a cartoonist. Unquote. David Toski, unquote. We're chasing ghosts here. Unquote. Zodiac killer, unquote. I am the Zodiac. Unquote. Robert Graysmith, unquote. The Zodiac killer is a game-playing maniac. Unquote. David Toski, unquote. He's a coward. He's a coward. Unquote. Melvin Belly, unquote. We've got a killer out there. Who's taunting us? Unquote. Zodiac killer, unquote. I've killed more people than you've had hot dinners. Unquote. Robert Graysmith, unquote. I believe he's still out there. Unquote. Zodiac killer, unquote. I am the Zodiac. I have killed 37 people so far. Unquote. David Toski, unquote. He's a psychopath. Unquote. Robert Graysmith, unquote. He's a genius. Unquote. Zodiac killer, unquote. I am the Zodiac. I am God.